Okay, so we see here there are four well-known communities in which the last one is only used when you have confederation. The local AS well-known community is only used when you have confederation. What is confederation? Confederation is sub-autonomous systems inside the primary autonomous system. Sub-autonomous systems. Primary autonomous system is a public autonomous system number. Sub-autonomous systems will have private autonomous system number. Now, we have internet. When you say a set of prefixes with community internet, those prefixes will be advertised to both eBGP and IBGP. And when we say no advertise, they are not advertised to neither eBGP nor to IBGP. When you say no export, it means that it cannot be exported. It can be locally distributed, meaning it cannot be given to eBGP neighbor, but it can be given to IBGP. I'm going to do and show you, see. It'll be an interesting one. Now we have this topology. Yeah, this is the one. And I'm going to take the command line interface for this 4-5 routers, which is sufficient enough to understand the first three. One, two, three. Okay, I got the fourth one, and I'll also take fifth one. Okay. So I'll take some subnets on router 1 to test. Router 1 is going to advertise some set of networks, show IP interface brief. As of now, I have only one loopback interface. I'm going to say interface loopback 9. IP address is 9.9.9.9. 255.255.255.255. Interface loopback 19. IP address is 9.9.19.19. 255.255.255.255. Interface 29 loopback. IP address is 9.9.29.29. Interface loopback 39. 39. Goes like that. Now we don't need too many things. So we will advertise all of them. Router BGP 10 network 9.9.9.9 mask 255.255.255, network 19, network 29, network 39. Right? So we'll check now first whether we are advertising these things. Show IP interface brief. Do I have those subnets? Yes. Show IP BGP. Do I advertise them? Yes, I advertise. But when I advertise this, I want to tell that these are not supposed to be sent to other autonomous system. Right now, if you see on R4, which is the other autonomous system, I'm seeing those routes 999, 99, 99, 99, 29, 29, 99, 39, 39. I see them. Now, how do we enable community first? First go to router 1 and say router BGP 10 neighbor 2.2.2.2 send community neighbor 3.3.3.3 send community. Very important. Some people will forget this. And now we are going to set the community. See, you can do that setting community first and then sending the community, or vice versa. It's up to you. There is no sequence, there is no order. You can do this later also, the send the community, but it should have been done at least in the end. So I'm just doing this first because many forget this one. They do a lot of other things. They go and configure community, but they don't say send. If you don't say send, then other router will not know how to deal with it. When you don't say send, this community attribute is not going to be attached. So the receiving router will not know the community that you set. That's why I beforehand send. Now, I'm going to say prefix. IP prefix list. Okay. IP prefix list 999. No. 9 and 39. That's the name I want to give. Permit. See, 939 is the name. Permit 9.9.9.9/32 and 39. Then let's verify the prefix list. Show IP prefix list. These are the two prefix lists. What? I did not. Not only that, I don't know. I typed 9 here, but it has taken the network port of 23. Okay, that's my mistake. I apologize. Let me remove this. Okay, no IP prefix list 939. Removed. Now let me put the right one. 32 and 39. Okay, let's verify. It's good to verify. Show IP prefix list. All right. Now use the route map as usual. Whenever we do tuning with attribute, we use route map. This is also an attribute. Route map ABC match IP address prefix list 9-39 set community you see, no export means it will not go to internet. It means it will not be going to eBGP neighbor. No advertise means it will not go to anyone, both IBGP and eBGP. Internet means it will be sent to everyone. Local AS means it will be sent only within the confederation private AS. All right. So now I'm going to do what? I'm going to say no export. Meaning, in the beginning I told you these two networks, I do not want to see on other autonomous system like router 4 and router 5. I don't want to see on router 4 and router 5. Okay, now we have to attach this. We have to attach this. For that, I go back to router BGP, router BGP 10. You remember I advertised the network using network command. It's not there. Network 9.9.9.9. No need. I can use the neighbor itself. Neighbor advertisement is already done. Neighbor 2.2.2.2. Or I can write in a peer group and call this. Anywhere you can do. I'm just using neighbor straight away. Neighbor this route map ABC out. Neighbor 3333 route map ABC out. Okay. I also need to write the route map once again, you remember, for other prefixes to be sent without any change. Alright, things are fixed, finalized, done. Verify now. Show IP BGP. Now, these are the networks we are focusing. I'm going to type this command show IP BGP 9.9.9.9/32. And is there anything mentioned about community here? No. Clear IP BGP start soft. And then try this command. Is there anything mentioned about community? No. No. What about 39? No. Let us go to router 2 and check that. Router 2. Show IP BGP 9.9.9.9/32. See? Why I did not see that one in router 1? Because in router 1 we said when you are giving to 2.2.2. You attach and send. That's why in router 1 it won't show. But router 1 is actually attaching this community value called no export and sending it to router 2. And router 2 knows very clearly that I am not supposed to advertise to router 4. So let's go to router 4 and refresh one's neighbor. Clear IPBGP star star. I want to refresh once and then I want to see what is coming. Look at this. You don't see 999 and 39 and 39. You don't see that. You don't see, it's not coming. You see only 9919 19, 9929 29. Did you understand this now? Okay. Now let us go to router 5 and check the same. Show IPBGP 9.9.9.9. You don't see that. Show IPBGP. We see only 9919 19, 9929 20, 39 is missing. But router 3 should know it. Router 3 should know it, so it's knowing it. So what do you understand from this? This is the smart way of filtering routes. See, router 1 only controls this. It's not router 3 and router 2. So you no need to go to every router and put some filters. My aim is not to advertise those two prefixes to outsiders. Insiders, I love to. Outsiders, I don't like. See how easily that is achieved. Just add that community string, community value called no export. Simple, how easy it is, no export. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add something more on the same route map which I was using in router 1. On the same route map. I go to router 1 and I add config T. Okay, before that I would like to write access list. Sorry, prefix list or access list, anything you like, but I am not going to have the same prefix list. I'm going to use different prefix list. Okay, so different prefix list. I'm going to say this is for 29. This is the prefix list. So this 2929 should not be advertised to another IBGP. So what will I use? I don't want to advertise this to anyone, though it is advertised internally in network. Wait, where should I do this one? No, instead of, sorry, I'm going to remove this. I don't want to use this. Yeah, I'm going to remove this. Now let us say we have a network in router 3. That will be the best point. In router 3, I have this 3.3.3.3 and I do not want to advertise this to anyone, though it is locally advertised. I don't want to advertise to anyone. Neither to eBGP nor to IBGP. How can I use this? I don't want to use this. Let's write access list here. Access list 3 permit 3.3.3.3, 0.0.0.0. And now I'm going to say again route map ABC match IP address 3. If the match happens, set community. No advertise, simple, right? Any peer, no advertise. Better, what I can do is, I want to change the access list. Access list, I would like to say 5. Permit host 5. This 5.5.5.5 is coming from outside. I don't want to send to anyone. It is received from router 5. Router 3 receives it and gives to router 1 and 2, and 2 gives to 4. I do not want this to be done. I don't want this to be given to anyone. So I would like to redo the route map by removing this. And now again I say route map ABC match IP address 5. If the match happens, set community, and now advertise. And all the rest you can advertise. Okay, where are we? I'm going to now go to router BGP 10. When I receive the routes from 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 5, I want to use the route map called ABC in. Updates are coming in from router 5. Okay, so let us now show IP BGP now. See, right now, gone. But if you go to router 5 and check, oh, this is not even advertising. Let's advertise. Router BGP. BGP, it's not even advertised. 30. Network. The problem is now if I advertise also, you won't get it there. Clear IP BGP star soft. Show IP BGP. You can see that 5555 is being advertised, but you won't learn it on R3. But I'm learning. Can anyone find the fault? Where is the fault? Let's see who finds the fault. Fault is known to you all. All that you need to do is try to recall what we have learned so far. Anyone? No. No. In only, see, router 5 only advertises 5.5.5.5. It is coming in. When it comes in, I want to filter this. I don't want this to come here. But it is coming. Not only it is coming here, it is also going to router 1. Show IP BGP. Okay, to router 1 it didn't go. Why? Show IP BGP. Show IP BGP 5.5.5.5. Oh, advertised. It is attached. Sorry. Okay. It has come here. It has come here, and this knows that I should not advertise, and it didn't advertise to router 1. I appreciate, but my surprise is we did not configure send the community command on router 5. That is what I was expecting from you as an answer. I did not configure send community. Then how it sent it? Maybe for well-known it is sending even without putting the command. Let me try checking whether I put the command or not. R5 show run section router BGP. Did I say send the community? No. No, sorry. Where am I? I'm in router 5. Why should I check in router 5? Router 5 is simply advertising. This guy is receiving in. When it receives in, he attaches the community. Okay. And now he attaches the community. Good. Yeah, he attaches. I can see it as attached. Show run section router BGP. So according to what I have configured, it has stopped advertising, and I no need to say send the community this one, because anyway it is going to block only. That is why it is working. Otherwise, if it is some other option like no export, for that I should say send the community, because it has to send the community to make no router 1 that it can send it to router 2. Only router 2 cannot export it. But whenever you do community, don't forget to do this command. Router BGP 10 neighbor 1.1.1.1 send community. Very important. Though in this example, for this we are filtering it. So router 1 anyhow is not going to receive that 5.5.5.5. It is okay. Alright, so go to router 5 now. Sorry, router 1. Check again. You don't see that 5.5.5.5. Show IP BGP 5.5. Definitely you will not get it. Though I have said send the community, it is of no use here in this particular example. If router 1 is not going to receive, then how it will send to router 2? Definitely not. Any question? So I want you to go through the video one more time at least after this, where I have even demonstrated this one. I'm not going to do this one today because this is going to take a lot of time. We need to create sub-autonomous systems inside autonomous system. Better you see that in the video and then try doing it. Configuration we don't use much. Not much. We don't use it all nowadays. But I will explain what is configuration now, so that when you see the video, you will understand. Let's take on big autonomous system like this. where you got many routers like this. Okay, so we have another autonomous system here from where routes are coming in, and another autonomous system here where the routes are. Okay, let me put it like this. Okay, like this. This is the autonomous system 10, this is the autonomous system 20, this is the autonomous system 30. Let's say physically it is connected like this. Now, we all know that a route learned from one IBGP will never be given to another IBGP. So, the route coming from here 1.1.1.1 is known to router 2, router 3 and router 4, but not to router 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. What you will say, we will use route reflector. Okay, let's say you use route reflector. You need to go here and say this is a client, this is a client, this is a client. Route comes here. But it won't go to 7 and 8 unless you learn some route or make it as a non-client, passive client, or you need to do some, again, route reflector client, route reflector. You have to configure many route reflector clients. See, route reflector is a wonderful solution, I'm not denying that. But along with route reflector, if you use configuration, you can reduce the number of route reflector client. What they did is, they created a sub-autonomous system inside the primary 20 autonomous system. This is autonomous system 63521, 63522. But this is the original autonomous system. The reason why they did this is so that the 63521 router and 63522 router, these two routers will think that they are EBGPs, and they will not have any problem in giving the route. They will give the route. They will give the route. So in order to get this EBGP relationship between 4 and 6, when it is EBGP, there is no problem in giving. Only if it is IBGP, it won't give. So to solve the problem, we were doing full mesh, we were doing route reflector, but you can also mix configuration along with route reflector. So the route comes to R5, R5 will give to R7 and R8, no problem. R6 will give to R7, no problem. And R7 will also give to this router by default because it is EBGP. You see the problem solved. No route reflector used. In case if you have another router here, then the route that comes from here won't be given to this router. That is the time where you can use route reflector towards this. So we used to do this early days. Along with configuration, we used to use route reflector. But now, today, we don't do this. Why? Today this is not needed. Why it is not needed? Today, in first place, we will not be running BGP on all the routers. we won't be running BGP on all the routers. We run BGP on Edge 1, Edge 2, Edge 3 and Remote 1, Remote 2. So we run BGP only on this border routers. And we do what? We do a tunnel. Layer 3 VPN. You see, we form tunnel nowadays. So there is no need for BGP here or here or here or here. Updates come in, go through the tunnel, go to the end. Route is learned from eBGP, it will definitely go to another iBGP. E1 and E2 are what? iBGPs. E1 and E3 also iBGP. So the routes will easily come like this. Come like this, get into the tunnel and get delivered. Come like this, get into the tunnel and get delivered. So there is no need for configuration. Even the route reflector we use very less time. In what scenario today route reflector is used, you know? We may be having many customers like this, like router 2, we may be having many customers. We may be having one here and we may be having one here. Another eBGP customer here. So what we do is we make VPN with one middle guy. Let's say this guy. So VPN will be from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. So now a route learned from one iBGP will not be given to another iBGP. So what we do here, we configure route reflector so that the route that is coming from here will be given to here and here and here and here. That's all, only one route reflector needed. See, only in this hub and spoke. If you have hub and spoke VPN design, you need this. See, in service provider we do this, not in enterprises. So the story of configuration is an old story. That's why I want you to go through the video that which I have given you. Just for knowledge sake, you go through it, and if possible, you also simulate it. In our next class, we are going to do our custom community lab. For that also, I have given you the video, the same video, but still it is okay. I am going to do it in our next class. Do you have any question?